Hi guys and welcome back. We're back here with Middlesbrough, uh, continuing the Smoggies series, and I'll show you the fixtures, and it hasn't been pretty reading. I don't know if you remember, but I had the awful start with Man U, Chelsea, Liverpool, Arsenal, Spurs all within my first 7 games, all of them away except for Man United on the opening day. Did beat Leeds 4-0 at home to give us much needed 3 points, and we drew 2-2 with West Ham at home despite going 1-0 down, then going 2-1 up, and then they went 2-2. Clayton missed a penalty, which obviously is a sickening blow. Then we lost to Spurs 2-0 in the Cup and then 3-0 in the league. Obviously it's disappointing. I'm not going to spend too much time crying over spilt milk because it's gone now. I've got 5 of the big sort of 6-7 teams out of the way early on. Also they're the away games as well, not that I think I'll beat them at home. But there's been some transfer news and some surprising exits. First of all, Patrick Bamford. Bournemouth came in for him, and he's moved on for 11 million, rising to 16. Now he's decent and everything, but with some of the players that I've bought in, I just thought he might. No, I just thought I might not ever get that sort of offer for him again, and I'm a sucker for taking good money for players even when I probably shouldn't. But yeah, he was our top scorer last year, but hopefully we've got enough in reserve now without him. Julian Dessart and Aritz Castro have left on loan. Ben Gibson was not planning on selling him, but when Southampton came in seemingly desperate to buy him, I sort of took advantage. 12.5 million rising to 19 plus sell on. Similar thing with Bamford. Nice chunk up front with another nice bit added on. So that was sort of £35 million worth of player gone. I haven't spent that much in replacing them, but there are some quite exciting signings now. Cyprian Tatarusanu came in because Sam Johnson got injured, and I wasn't too comfortable playing Connor Ripley in the Premier League just yet, so he's joined on loan for the season just to provide cover. Sam Johnston is back now, so he's back between the sticks. This chap here, 16 years old, striker, Spanish, from Sevilla. Why on earth he wanted to trade all of that in for Middlesbrough, I'm not quite sure, but this is him at 16. I am convinced that he is going to be a talent. I've got a feeling that we may struggle to hold on to him for very long. Now, I said, why did he join us? In terms of his contract, that's his youth contract, and I can't show you. Well, provisionally signed 13 grand a week contract, and I believe there's a 12 million pound release clause. But literally, as soon as I can, I am going to try and tie him down to another deal, and either bump up the release clause or try and get rid of it completely. Another young player, Sveinbo. Again, another striker. He's got potential, cost less than Chica, but is a different type of striker. He's a target man. Wouldn't that be great if those two could go on to be our front two after signing 3 days apart? This is the more direct replacement for Patrick Bamford for the here and now. Josip Dermic from BMG, Borussia Mönchengladbach. £7.5 million. Fairly talented poacher, and that is what he is. He's not going to be winning headers all day. I'm in a difficult market at the moment because I'm sort of in between being able to sign some real good players or get overcharged for some real bang average ones. I would have preferred to bring in John Guidetti. He's a much more well-rounded striker, but they wanted about £24 million for him, and I'm not prepared to pay that for him. If I have a good season this season, go into next season with an enhanced reputation, then hopefully be able to pick up some better players for the money that I got knocking about. Emiliano Velasquez. Now, he came in after Ben Gibson went on loan from my affiliate Atletico Madrid B. He's a decent player. It was deadline day, so I didn't have time to really dig out a good centre-half, but I was happy to bring him in for the time being. Now, with those outgoings and not really spending a great deal, that does leave me with £19 million and 400 grand on the wages, which is nice to know that were I to need it in January to dig us out of a hole or whatever, then it's there. Oh my god, wouldn't he be perfect to play up front? Oh my god. Oh, that's going to be hard to resist. Right. So yeah, today we have got David Moyes' Sunderland, who finished a nice mid-table last season. Starting with Sam Johnson, Kieran Trippier. I'm not going to start with Bernardo today. I'm going to start Izmit Mirin with Terence Congolo, and then we've got Cristiano Biraghi. Midfield three of Forshaw and Fletcher as the box as Forshaw box to box, Clayton Roman playmaker, Fletcher just I'm going to change that to a defensive central midfielder purely because it's a bit more rounded. And then we got Joaquin Correa, Rudi Gestede, and Josip Drmic up front. These dudes on the bench. Who's unlucky to miss out today? You could argue that Tammy Abraham, but we do have quite good depth up front. Hopefully we get a good performance today. I'm hoping for a couple of goals because we haven't really scored many, but it's hard to judge how we've done with the teams we've played. Apply that to the team. I mean, they got Victor and Achabi up front still. That's it. That's a guaranteed goal for him. Right. I expect a win today, boys. I mean, these are the sorts of games we've got to be looking to win. And here's the most pointless highlight ever. Really hoping for a good result today. Edging it stats wise, and what a first half I've brought you. I've really picked a great game to play through here. Right, I'm not happy. I want to see a bit more creativity. Drmic, you're coming off. Andre Gray is stepping up to the plate. He's going to come on, change him just an advance forward, because with his pace, get into the byline, cut it back. Gestede slots it in. Thank you very much. There's George Friend there, returning hero. Had a good season last year, but felt that now was the time to sell. And we are still highlightless. 60 minutes in. Now that to me says make another change. Let's have a look. Let's swap him for him. Go box to box. Confirm. Right. Just looking. No, get it out. Well done. Terence Congolo now out to Andre Gray. To Gestede, but Catamol gets there first and knocks it back to Jordan Pickford, who clears to Biraghi. And now Izimat. Here's Andre Gray to Gestede. Fletcher. Clayton into Correa. Gestede! 1-0. Rudi Gestede. I'll tell you what, I'd completely written him off after about 8 games last season. But I'm fairly confident without him towards the back end last year, we may have gone down. Negredo was a no-show. Didn't score a single goal for me in about 15-20 games. Mostly from the bench. But Gestede came back after we had a bit of a tiff. He's now, lovely run, great ball by Joaquin Correa. But Gestede is now asked to be removed from the transfer list, which is a good thing, meaning he's happy to stay. So yeah, it's 1-0. Just gonna tell them just to concentrate. Just want to make sure we get over the line here. I don't want any balls ups. Local derby. Really got to. I'm at pain to make any more changes. Wabi Kazri gets it in, and Papi Gilaboji absolutely thunders that header home. And I'm gonna try. No, I'm not. I can't. Yachenko or Gaston? I have to go Yachenko. Just to try and change things. I was going to bring on Wickham against this former club, but Gested's got a goal. He's looked up for it in the one highlight that we've had. So, here we go now. Now's a chance for Sunderland to go 2-1 up, which they're probably going to take. Duncan Watmore now comes in for the right. It's a poor strike. Well wide. Keeper chuckles as it rolls out for a goal kick. And great header by Gested to clear the lines there, but there's nobody to win that second ball because everybody's back defending. And then a Chaby, and there we go. Look at that. Slagged him off before, and he gets the winning goal, and that is devastating. Absolutely devastating. Really needed a win there. The pressure's going to start mounting soon. Really not happy there, boys. Absolute jokers. Right, obviously we're not getting cut adrift yet because it is really early on, but I don't want to be anywhere near that relegation zone this year. Well, near, but I want to have a good buffer. Right then guys, we're back here for the game against Crystal Palace. Obviously disappointing in the last game not to have beaten Sunderland and to get beaten by a Victor and a Chaby goal of all things. Right, today there's a couple of small changes. Namely, we've got Seko Fofana coming into the midfield, and we've got Andre Gray starting in place of Dermich. So Johnston, Trippier, Izamet Mirin, Terence Congolo, and Cristiano Baraghi make up the back five, with Fofana, Adam Clayton, Adam Forshaw, the flat three in the middle. Then in behind the two strikers is Joaquin Correa, and then Andre Gray and Rudy Gested up front. Now, Gray comes in for Dermot, who hasn't impressed yet, but that's not to write him off. He's just been rested, and he genuinely is. He played for Scotland in the week, so he's a bit tired. Right. So I'm going to get into the boys. I'm going to be passionate. I'm going to tell them to get out there and give these flaming fans their blooming well money's worth. As Van Aanholt bombs down the left. Go on, Baraghi into the box. Back out to Correa. Gets to the byline. Into Gested. 1-0. Rudy Gested. Correa gets to the byline. Pulls it back. Rudy Gested. In at the front post. Beats Tompkins. Beats... I think it was Tompkins. And Mandanda was in goal anyway. It's a good start for the Smoggies. Fofana, poor pass. Just gives it to Griffiths. Now Van Aanholt with a chance in the box to Benteke. Now Fofana. Oh, that was awful midfield work. I don't know if we'll see it here. No, we won't. It was too early. But Van Aanholt, great ball in. Benteke with the bicey. Look at that. Scenes at the Riverside. Approaching half time now. 2 highlights equals 2 goals. And they've got a chance with another highlight here. Get it out. Van Aanholt on his right foot from 20 yards. Unbelievable. Thank you, FM. Look at that. I didn't even know he had a right foot before then. Johnston left for no chance. This is... Oh my God! Sam Johnston, what are you doing? Kabai with the ball in. Now Benteke gets up well, and oh my word. I think you may all be getting to know Cyprian Tatarasanu a little better in the next episode. Right, this is an absolute joke. Image for Andre Gray. And then Fofana off, Fletcher on. Sorry, but Fofana pissed me off. Here's Baraghi to Forshaw, and that's the end of highlight. As Hosu. I mean, we haven't created anything today. Been poor. Tompkins gives the foul away. It's a bit of an odd highlight. Is this a red? No, it's just a yellow. And I believe it will be Forshaw to put it in the box. He does so. Congolo don't get his head to it. And here's Griffiths. Probably go in. No. Well done. Well done, Sam. Well done. Yeah, we're only 3-0, 3-1 down. Don't worry about rushing or anything. That'll be fine. Yeah, loads of time. Correa. Poor ball. Poor. Trippier down the line for Dermich. Can he get it in the box? He does. Gusted back in with a shout. That's the first real positive contribution Josip Dermich has had as he gets to the byline after getting past Scott Dan. Pulls it back. Gusted there. Front post again. Bullet header. Now, let's build on that, boys. Let's demand a bit more. Come on! We need to be creating more chances. I mean, look at that. 4 shots in a 90-minute match of football. It's just not good enough. Forshaw's coming off. Yurchenko's going on. Change Yurchenko from box to box to advanced playmaker. I mean, other than that, I'm beat. As we go, let's go attack in. Come on, boys. Poor, poor, poor. Terrible. Come on, let's clear this. No, no chance. No chance for goal now. Zaha to Kabai. Gets it in the box. Johnston, now quick, quick, quick. Correa. Gusted. Terrible, terrible. I don't know whose fault it was, but it was someone's fault. Disappointing defeat again. So that's the end of this one. Another poor defeat. Really got some work to do to get things going. If you've got any ideas on what might help me turn a bit of a corner, that would be great. And other than that, yeah, I'm a broken man at the moment. Bottom of the league. We've got Stoke in 8 days. We've got to start winning some games soon. Otherwise, I'm going to get the old heave-ho. Right, let's look at the games, see if there's any let-up. Oh, excellent. Stoke, Man City, Everton, Derby, Bournemouth, Leicester, Southampton. Right, I think what I'll do is I'll come back to you for the Derby and the Bournemouth games, because that's going to be a big 6 points there. Hopefully get maybe four points, maybe even 6 in this little clutch of games. It's really weird how it's home, away, away. But yeah, hopefully... Oh, yeah. It's the hope that kills you, innit? If you have enjoyed this video, please do leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment, anything. It's much appreciated. Still early doors of this series. Hopefully we'll be able to turn it around. I think I may have to look at the tactics. But yeah, thank you guys, and I'll see you on the next episode. Cheers. Bye-bye.